Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, depending on where you are around the world. Welcome to May AMA with Shping. We have a big agenda for today, so welcome everyone.
Hi everyone.
Pass it to Ima.
Yeah, so what we'll do is I'll just give you a brief run through what we'll cover on today. If we could just go through to the next slide. Yeah, so what we'll cover today is we'll just give you a little bit of an update on the last quarter and how we've gone. Further to that then, Gennady will take you through some project developments that we've managed to achieve and will be achieving into the next quarter as well. As always, we'll then run into some community questions and answers and so much more. So what I thought we'd start off today is sometimes it's good to take some time and actually look back on some of the feedback that we've received. And I've just included today some really nice featured reviews that we've received from our community. The first from Alex, who was very thankful that we've got a really strong support team that sits behind the app and the project, that's always there to really help out if anything comes up. And the second one from Andy was a really lovely one for everyone in the office to read, really, because it just shows that the work that's going on behind the scenes is really working. Andy gave us the feedback that we've really financially helped him through some difficult times by using the app. He's loving it and mentioned the support team there as well, and is advocating for Shping now as well, which is an awesome result. So what I'll do now is I'll hand back over to Gennady, who'll take you through some updates from our last quarter.
Certainly. As business touches on a number of areas, we have a lot of internal KPIs that we are monitoring and seeing how we're performing and where we can improve, where we're doing quite well to maybe transfer those learnings to other areas and so on. So for this AMA, and as you're probably familiar, those who are following us on the Telegram community, we're sharing with you some of the key KPIs, which gives you an indication on the dynamics and where how the business is progressing and the adoption. So as far as receipt upload, and we actually measure the dollar value of the receipts. So the previous quarter, we had just over $7 million in receipt captured transactions. That was actually in September, November. In the previous one, we were at 8.8 million. And this quarter, we are at 9.3 million. That's the receipt value transactional data. In terms of the reviews, we have also increased from 24,000 in 2 quarters before. The last quarter was 32,000, and this quarter is 37,000. We'll probably touch on a bit more about each of those areas as we go. Some of the improvements, enhancements that we've done to receipt capture mechanisms and tech stack behind it. We'll also touch on the reviews, but this is just some KPIs that we obviously monitor very closely to see where we're heading and whether what we do is actually driving the results. That was already, I think, a couple of months ago, but that's in this quarter. Revolut have listed Shping coin to their app. That's the consumer app. They have 2 apps, business and the consumer. So all users of Revolut now can trade Shping coins on Revolut app, which is great. Revolut is an amazing platform with over 50 million users. It's accessed and used in 35 countries. So it's an amazing achievement and news for us, and we're very happy to share that with the community.
Okay, as we presented in the last AMA, we've started to partner with a lot of the key FMCG organisations, particularly here in Australia, with some of them planning to go global as part of the future growth. So really is a way to help us engage, FMCG brands in Australia here, whether from small, medium and large. So we kicked these off, a lot of them at the end of 2024, and really starting to see the fruits of these partnerships coming to fruition now, and we'll see some further ones in upcoming updates. So go to the next slide. There's really two key events in the first half of this year that Shping attended. The first one was the Australian Pharmacy Professional Conference and Trade Exhibition, which is the largest pharmacy conference in the Southern Hemisphere. I think roughly between 7,000 and 8,000 delegates from all walks of life in the pharmacy space and brands attended to the event. So great to sort of get exposure for us and see who are the key brands that Shping can work with and partner with in the future. And the second one on the right-hand side is what Emma and I were able to attend, which is the Australian Food and Grocery Council's key event for 2025, which is called Food and Grocery Australia. As I said, their flagship event. So there was over 400 delegates in attendance, and it was really good for us to be able to network and start building relationships directly with these FMCG brands. And it was a C-suite directors and marketing managers and directors and the like. So we got to meet with and starting to further expose Shping as a brand, as a potential marketing platform to these organisations in Australia. Moving along, as we also another update from the previous AMA, the screen updates. Another update is the Shping affiliate program. Next slide. So we launched the Shping affiliate program. It was really driven by feedback coming to us by influencers and affiliates, particularly in the TikTok space, who are using the Shping app. They love using the Shping app and they see some value in communicating what Shping can do to their audiences, and came to us to see how we can partner together to drive growth to consumers. Go to the next slide. It's predominantly through TikTok, and we'll get some videos to load here, which they should hopefully work. I'll talk as they come up. But really through TikTok, as I said, and they do share them on Instagram and their Facebook pages as well. But it's organic posts, and these are the affiliates creating content themselves. We've got no say in this. We're not providing any scripts or information. It's really them communicating how they see the value in Shping to themselves, and really the benefits of Shping to their followers here in Australia. So we've already seen some really good responses from their audiences, both from a communication and feedback, but also from a download perspective of Shping, and really seeing a lot of the new Australian audiences, particularly where the influencers are from, starting to use Shping as part of their daily routine. Into the next slide, and I think one of the really cool things is also growing from this affiliate program from just one influencer, and she's probably the most active influencer currently, or affiliate for us, Amy Colston. She had one of her posts lead to an article being posted in the Yahoo Finance online edition here in Australia, which highlighted Shping as, I quote, a no-brainer for cashback rewards. So it's really good to see not just downloads and consumers using our app, but also awareness and backlinks to our website for Shping from other campaigns as well. So we'll update you further into coming AMAs of the affiliate program continues to grow. But exciting to see this is since the last AMA, some really good posts coming through TikTok and the likes from our affiliates. Over to Kennedy.
Excellent. Thanks for that, Michael. Let's go to the next slide. And the next one again. Thank you. So one of the big sort of milestones for us is the launch of the 3.0. 3.0, it's so we took a lot of learning from the previous versions of the app, particularly about the user experience, the ease of use of the app, make it more intuitive for users to be able to navigate and to understand where things at, how to use the app without a lot of training and being able to get the most of it. So we have built a completely, basically rebuild the app. First of all, because we've migrated to a new framework, Flutter, which is a more advanced framework. And also we've incorporated a lot of improvements to the user experience. So the app is already at the stage where we'll start releasing that to the users. They're going to be a gradual release. A bit more testing went into it than we expected, and that's why we were hoping that it will be out already by now, but we rather wait a little bit longer just to make sure that it's 100%, probably not going to get to 100%, but let's say 99%, and that it's all been properly tested with the loading and so on. And so we'll start releasing that to the users, but there's a lot of improvements in the user experience and the aesthetics of the app, and plus the app works a lot faster because of the newer framework. So hopefully those guys who are using the app in Australia and soon New Zealand and UK will appreciate the changes, and we expecting to get some good feedback. And obviously 3.0 is not our last version. We will continue to evolve and continue to improve. So there are more versions to come ahead. One of the features that we've been considering for quite some time, and which was driven by a lot of feedback from our clients, but primarily based on the studies. And we obviously looking at what's working, what other apps are doing, what works well for them, what consumers really enjoy in the type of apps like Shping. And gamification, when it's very simple to use, it's like a gratification for achieving something or doing a particular task. So we're introducing a game which will be available to anyone who completes the daily tasks. So it's a daily game that anyone can play. Very easy to use. It's a skill base where you essentially need to try to stop the counter to match the numbers. And if you start and stop the timer and you can get the same numbers, so let's say you got two first numbers which are the same, let's say 99, you instantly win 99 coins. If you get three numbers, it's 999 coins, and so on. So you have the chance to play one game a day if you complete your daily task. Very cool game to play with animation and instant rewards. So that will probably be launched after 3.0, so maybe a few months after that. So we're releasing 3.0 without the game. Just we don't want to introduce a lot of new things in one release, and then the game will be released as well. So we really hope that our app users will really like the game, enjoy it. It's not a very intense game where you have to spend a lot of time playing it. It's very simple. Basically, it's a click of a button, 2 clicks of the button, and you always win, because even if you manage to get one number, that's the value you earn. So let's say if you got your first number as 6, but none of the other numbers match, you get 6 coins. But the aim is to try to get up to 4 number or up to 4 the same numbers, and that's going to be the size of your win. So that's on the fun part. On the back end, there is a lot of work we do to continuously improve our receipt recognition, because the receipt recognition is one of our sort of key pillars of the platform. That's where we get the transactional data. That's where a lot of campaigns are linked to. So being able to improve on receipt recognition is very important. And lately, for the last probably 6 to 12 months, we've been doing a lot of experimentation with AI and see how AI can improve our receipt recognition. And one of the things with AI, and those guys who already used even ChatGPT, you know that AI could be great, but you can't rely on the responses 100%. So sometimes, as we call it, it's hallucinating. It could give you the unpredictable responses, and that's why for us that made it challenging, because obviously it's very important for us to be certain in any responses that we get from any inquiries or from any data that we are processing. But nevertheless, we found a few ways how we can implement AI, and we actually work with both ChatGPT, we work with Gemini, we are experimenting with our own modeling, using obviously frameworks like Tesseract from Google and AWS, which is Amazon. So we've recently made a new internal upgrade to a new version of our receipt processing engine, and we hope to see better result. For us, better result would be a high percentage of receipts being processed, more tolerant to some of the imperfections of the receipts, being able to analyze the data on the fly and provide quicker feedback to the consumers who upload the receipt. So, for example, if receipt is not to the standard, to be able to advise them sooner rather than later, so they can maybe re-upload their receipt or learn on feedback and improve the receipt uploads going forward. So that's been just recently released, which we are very, very excited to see the results, and very happy with the results that we got in the dev environment so far.
Awesome. So what I'll take you through in the next slide is just a little sneak peek of what's ahead for the next quarter, and what's on the roadmap there. If we could move across to the next slide. So as Gennady mentioned, we will be launching that gamification and some further app enhancements post 3.0 launch. We've also got a webinar that's happening in collaboration with GS1. So we've invited some FMCG brands and already had a high uptake from that already. So that's going to be an exciting one for us to run through. We'll also be strengthening partnerships with our new and existing partner brands. And then we will also have a further event which we're sponsoring and presenting at for the AFGC Sales Summit later this year as well. So now what we'll do is we'll move over to some questions that have come in from the community. Let me just bring up what we've had come in whilst we've been online. So we've had one come through on boosters. So why do we have to activate booster products? Why isn't just having them on the receipt sufficient? The activation feels like an unnecessary step for me. Gennady, I might pass that one over to you.
Certainly. In marketing, it's very important to be able to link results to a campaign. That's how you assess the effectiveness of the campaign. And that's why we and a lot of other platforms that you use often require this intent, a registration of intent, so that you can demonstrate and assess whether a particular campaign worked. So if we wouldn't have the registration or activation of the booster, we wouldn't be able to report to the brands that that particular sale was driven by this specific campaign, because then we wouldn't know whether the person would still would buy that product regardless whether there is a campaign within Shping or not. So that's why we need to be able to report on the effectiveness of the platform and link transaction to the intent which was driven through the campaign within the Shping app. So that's why we have the activation.
Awesome. The next question is more related to the coin. So why is discussing the value of the coin not allowed in the Telegram channel? Shping is a crypto asset, and therefore the value is important to people using the app and to investors. There is zero other chat on Telegram other than spam bots, etc. So why not talk about the crypto side of Shping, which includes the value? Kennedy, I'll pass that to you as well.
Yeah, the reason why we decided to not allow coin discussion or price discussion in the chat, because those discussions are often turn into some speculations, and which could potentially expose us and expose the community as well. If someone gonna get some false promises, will make an investment based on some indication which is not justified or supported by anything. And that's why we decided not to have any discussions around the coin price, because we don't see a lot of value in people making assumptions, spreading false excitement or false fear, and therefore it's safer to minimize the exposure of us as a platform, operator of the platform, and the group chat to those type of risks. And that's why we ask our community not to engage in these type of discussions. Obviously, there are the groups and chats where we are not the operators of, and you can share your views and engage in those discussions there. But unfortunately, this is not what we would like to have in our chat.
Okay, on to the next one. What percentage of Shping app members currently choose to redeem their rewards in cryptocurrency rather than cash?
It's actually a great question. When we launched Shping, our I think redemption in crypto was less than 1%. Over the last few years, which is probably a result in our collaboration with Coinbase, where we run a learn and earn campaign, and also the general adoption of the cryptocurrency, we I think currently at around 10%. So around 10% of our app users redeem their rewards now in crypto by moving them to Coinbase, and 90% still prefer the cash out option, which probably indicates that there is still a lot of room to grow in terms of the crypto adoption within our app users and within probably the general demographics. But the trend is definitely there. We went from under 1% to around 10% now.
Awesome. Now on to the next question. Has the use of AI had any impact on Shping's operation or product development? If so, how are you applying it today?
Certainly. I think AI already plays a very big fundamental role in Shping operation. Shping is a data company, so it all comes down to processing data, not just transactional data, but also the analytics, the product-related information. There is a lot that's happening at the back end. And use of AI not only streamlined and made us more efficient or effective, it allows us to be prepared for a larger scale data processing capabilities. And yeah, so the AI plays a very big role. And just to give you a few examples, the integrity of the receipts that we capture is very important. So for our data to be meaningful for our brands and the partners we work with, we need to have the trust in the data. So for example, if a consumer went into the supermarket, went to the rubbish bin and they grabbed all the receipts from there and uploaded them as their own receipts, we need to be able to flag them and remove them from our pool, because that's going to skew the data and it's not going to provide meaningful sort of picture of the analytics to our partner brands and as well as us. So we've been constantly building in the capabilities to identify those uneligible receipt uploads, to be able to flag those accounts and either restrict them, remove those receipts from our data pool, and so on. AI is helping us quite a bit to quickly identify those unauthorized uploads, and to be able to keep the data cleaner, and to be able to make us more to allow us to feel more to have more trust in the data that we're capturing. So on that front, AI been very valuable for us, and we implement more and more and rely more and more on AI, as well as while the AI gets a lot better as well. So definitely AI is a big part of our product development. And another good example is product reviews. So before, when product review was submitted, it went through the manual verification where the review was meeting our terms. So in reviews, we're looking for certain things that needs to be helpful for other readers. So we typically won't accept review like, oh, I love this product, I hate this product. And that process could take up to sort of 48 hours, which is not very helpful for the app user who submitted the review. They may only find out that the review was not accepted a day later. Now we can provide the feedback on the fly. So while they submitting the review, it checks it immediately and gives them a feedback and say, oh, this review does not meet the requirements. Can you please elaborate a bit more, or can you please focus on specific topics and so on? So that part made the user experience a lot better, made us a lot more efficient, improved the user experience, because no one likes their review being rejected, and being able to be directed rather than penalized, it's a much better approach. So definitely AI helping us in that area as well.
Awesome. The next one has come in from an app member. I've noticed that many of the video reviews in my timeline look really great. Are you working with content creators, or are you encouraging this style from your community?
So AI is also one of the sort of contributors to improvements of the video reviews that users are seeing, and probably will see more of it. So we've introduced a more stringent rules on video reviews. The approach here is that not every review is justified to have a video review. Video review, it's like a testimonial where you really want to tell a story which you can't do in text or in the photo, and you want to create a video review. So therefore, we became more stringent with the rejections of some of those video reviews, and we only allow those video reviews that add value. So if someone would watch that video, they would actually get value out of that content. They'll learn something about that product. They'll learn how other people are using this product, but it's shouldn't be very generic. It needs to serve the purpose. So by implementing more stringent rules and having the ability of sort of policing them to be able to reject those that we don't see fit the requirement, and allow those that we feel that fulfill this requirement, allow us to create more, deliver more valuable content to our users, and make Shping valuable from that perspective as well, where you can learn more about the products and make the right decisions when you're making purchases.
Awesome. And the final question that's come through is, and bear with me, this is quite a long one, so it might take me a little while to read this one out. I've been in crypto since 2016, and I've seen countless projects. To date, I haven't been able to find one with real world utility that I could actually use. Shping is the only one that I've discovered through Coinbase Learn and Earn that I use now almost daily. Kudos to the team for creating a true use case. My first question is, what's holding Shping back from expanding globally? And then the second question is, as both a loyal app member and a crypto advocate, what can I personally do to support the project's growth? Gennady, did you want to handle those? Yep. The first one being what's holding us back from expansion?
Totally. First of all, it's great to see people appreciating that Shping is probably one of the few projects that already have a true use case, real adoption, not just by crypto community. As I mentioned, 90% of our users, they use crypto without knowing that they're using crypto, which is I think it's a great indication of the adoption of particular technology. In terms of what's holding us back from the global rollout, we said from the very beginning that Shping is a global. It's aimed to be a global platform, and that's why it was designed in such a way that we can operate globally and provide service to any consumer or any FMCG brands around the world to connect them and allow them to create value for one another. We, as any early stage company or startup, we still refining. We've been refining the model to make sure that we are ready for this international expansion, and that's what we've been doing for the last few years. We are at the stage where we're ready to start making those international steps, with moving to New Zealand later this year and UK early next year or early to mid next year. Once we done this international rollout to those first two countries, I think the other ones will follow a lot more promptly. Once we are more confident that the model works in the three countries, adding other countries would be a lot easier for us. Plus, we can leverage the learnings that we acquired here and hopefully in the new markets as well to then translate them and quickly ramp up our activities around the world. But definitely, Shping is a global platform. It's aimed to be a global platform, and that's what we're working towards, to allow people around the world use Shping as part of their daily lives, being able to monetize their transactional data, something that they were not able to do before. Always some intermediates were profiting from that data. Now we are allowing consumers to actually being a beneficiary of the value that they're creating for the industry, because every single purchase you make, every single product review you write, that creates a lot of value for the industry. And brands would rather reward you directly for the value you create rather than intermediates who are on selling this data. It's not a proper, clean, single customer view data, and plus it's sold in a very high markup that is not good for the brand, and obviously not good for you as a consumer, because you are the source of this data, and it would be only fair if you are the one who is rewarded for the value you create. So yes, definitely we have inspiration to expand globally, and it's just a matter of time when we are able to do it, because we want to do it right.
Awesome. And then on the question of what can they do to personally support the project's growth?
Look, I think the best support that anyone can provide us is to, first of all, provide us with any feedback on any improvements we can do, how else we can address their needs when it comes to earning rewards and engaging with brands, but also just share information to your friends and family. If you have social platforms, make posts on social platforms. Yeah, just spread the word, bring more people to the community. We want to welcome anyone who wants to join Shping, and those who can see value in using Shping.
That seems to be all the questions. We've had a couple of comments come in from some people more linked to their hopes for a price for this year, but no more questions have come through. So that seems to be the end of the AMA for today.
Amazing. Thanks, everyone. Thanks for joining us. Please, if you're not following us yet on our socials, please do so. Follow us on X, YouTube, Telegram, LinkedIn. We are becoming more active on TikTok, so please follow us on the TikTok, and obviously Facebook and Instagram. And when you're seeing any post that you like, feel free to share it we really appreciate any assistance in spreading the word. And yeah, see you guys in August in next AMA.
Bye, everyone.
Thank you. Bye.